Hello and welcome back to Kinwoven. I'm Rebecca Robeson, your host today. I'm very excited about this brand new limited series that we're about ready to launch here on my channel. Here's the idea. It's time to think about spring. Maybe do some updates to your home, but not necessarily a renovation. What about things that you can do for very little money? Some things, maybe using the things you already have or moving things from room to room, just to give you that fresh new look. So I started to take a look at my house. Now there's a little backstory and I want to tell you, but I'm actually gonna save it to the end of the video because sometimes I get into backstories and then it takes forever to get in the video and we don't wanna do that. So stay and watch to the end and hear what's really going on behind the scenes, okay? Because it's very exciting news. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna walk you through. I decided, we need to get these videos filmed and edited and posted on YouTube, but we have a lot of work to do to accomplish the updates. Nothing has changed yet. I've been in the process of purchasing things and planning. In fact, you know what I did? I created a spreadsheet. In the first column, the room that's going to be addressed. The second one is the action that's going to be taken. And then the third column is the subcontractor. Who do I want to contact to do the work, if it's something that needs to be contracted out? The next one is the workers. This kind of a spreadsheet keeps me organized in my projects because when you're doing 7 different rooms all at one time, you kind of want something to, wrap its arms around it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get started walking through the house and let me show you the rooms that we're going to address and what we have in mind. When I say we, I mean the royal we, you and I. One of the rooms on my list is my family room. So I like this room a lot, and I'll tell you that the color scheme was selected based on the area rug. There's a creamy beige color in there, and it kind of brings in the white sofas. It also has a beautiful gray, a warm gray tone. So what I did was I had gray pillows, and I added to that this kind of a velvet, almost butterscotchy looking pillow. And it looks fabulous with this area rug. So I thought, well, what can I do to change this up for spring and make it look even better than it does now? So here are my ideas that are on my list. Number 1, I'm gonna change out the pillows. Here's the secret. I'm not going to change the area rug. That means that the pillows still need to go nicely with the area rug, but not compete with it. But it doesn't have to match like it does now. And the color I have in mind is maybe some green, because here's the thing about green. Green is in your plants, it's in nature, and it's everywhere. It's a great color, and it also kind of looks like spring to me. Another thing that I thought I would do is bring my tripod lamps back in. Now they were taken down. Do you guys remember what I did at Christmas time? I had these beautiful swags over my windows that were lit, and it was kind of competing with the swags. So I took the garlands down, and I just haven't brought the tripod lamps back in, but I think those would still look great here. But guess what else I want to do to this wall? I'm gonna add window treatment panels. Yes, I'm so excited about it. So be sure to come and watch that episode of how I redo this family room, because I think just the addition of white linen curtain rods, or window treatment panels as I like to call them, hanging on either side of these windows as well as all the way around the room, is gonna bring in so much more of a finished look. These botanical pieces I love, and the mirror, the antique mirror that's surrounding them in the frame, looks very spring to me. I may change that. I'm gonna wait and see what it looks like when those window treatment panels get on either side. Then I'm gonna go over to the ladder that I have in the corner in this area, and I'm gonna re-accessorize it to be more spring-like. I have my aura frame that's on the top, and I changed all the photos that show up, that pop up every 30 seconds. I changed them to be Christmas photos, and we're in March, so it's time for me to change those out and go back to, I may put any kind of photo in there I want. I may pick things that are more spring related, because I think it's really fun to change them up. So a few extra accessory pieces, and honestly, I think this room is gonna look great. One thing I haven't showed you guys yet is, look at this. I don't think you've seen that I added the Lutron shades in this room. So these give me so much privacy, protection. No one can see in or out. And I actually really love the color because it brings in that kind of cinnamon, nutmeg, caramel, butterscotch look. All right, you guys, let's move on and take a look at what I'm gonna do in another room to update for spring. So what about my living room? You know how much I love my living room, and I worked so hard to get it perfect this last, right before Christmas and at the beginning of the year. But guess what? It's still gonna be perfect. It's just gonna look lighter for spring. Little changes can make a big difference in how things look, but I think more importantly, how you feel. It makes you feel like you've done something new, something fresh, and it doesn't require an entire makeover. It can cost, what I'm gonna do is not gonna cost me anything. It's just bringing in things I have. For example, what makes this room feel dark? Well, the black wall, which is not changing because I love it. And then I have dark furniture, but I also have a dark rug. The floor, the largest surface in the entire room, is dark brown. I have a beautiful rug that's very large that would fit underneath of the 4 chairs and even span a little bit further that way and maybe even a little bit further that way. And it happens to be creamy off-white, a little bit of browns in it, just slightly, much lighter rug. And did you know that every rug has a nap to it? So you can put a rug out and look at it from one direction, and then you turn it the other direction and it looks completely different. So I'm gonna see which one I like better, but I may put it on the one that makes it look even lighter. So imagine the light foundation underneath of my chairs. Then what do I change? Well, love these pillows. They're so great with the brick room and the brick wallpaper in there, but you know, really dark for this time of year. So they're gonna go back to my pillow department downstairs in the basement, and I'm gonna bring out some lighter color pillows. I'm not sure which ones, because I'm gonna see how it looks with a new rug underneath. Don't you think that sounds great? Doesn't cost me a thing. I already own these things. I might have to hire a handyman because it's a big rug and these are heavy chairs. Regardless, it's gonna be worth it. I think it's gonna look great. And then the last finishing touch is I'm gonna go through, and I've already lightened up my accessories on these etagères back here, but there's a little bit more I could do to edit them to be even less on the shelves and everything on there white. Let's go into the music room and I'll show you what I'm gonna do in there because I have plans for that room. Oh yeah, you bet I do. And my fabulous music room. Oh my gosh, do you guys love it? Well, the first thing I could do to lighten it up is open the shades. Again, those Lutron shades I put into these rooms have been a lifesaver. But as the summer months come along, you know what? I'll probably use them a lot because the sun is going to be beating into these rooms. So I have the option. Well, what are you going to look through that's going to look any different? Is there anything Becky can do to update for spring? I don't have another rug that I can use, so it's going to stay what it is. Hopefully it's going to look good with the one in the living room. But there is something I've got up my sleeve that I think if you follow me on Instagram, and do you? If you don't, you really should, because that's where a lot of the fun stuff happens on my stories and on my feed every day on Instagram. When you see what I'm going to do in this room, you're going to be blown away. I'm going to paint my wallpaper. What? I know, right? Can you believe that? After all I went through to get this wallpaper, here's the good part though. I'm not taking it back to where it was, just plain smooth drywall. This is gonna have the same texture as the wallpaper. It's gonna look like grass cloth. Gotta come back and see that one. You're gonna love the one of how to spring up my music room. How many of you saw my Using What You Have video on decorating your guest bedroom? Well, I'm sitting in it right now, and I gotta say, it looks pretty springy to me already, don't you think? For starters, I'm gonna change out the color scheme. Here's what I have, is a white comforter, but all of my pillows are in the yellow and green combination, different various shades of green. So I'm gonna take those out and I'm gonna add millennial pink. I know, sounds like Is it dated? You tell me, is millennial pink dated? I like it for a soft version, and I have a bunch of guests coming this summer that are my girlfriends from San Diego. So, you know, it'll be a girl's room, not always just for my son when he comes to stay. So I'm gonna change those out to that color palette. Of course, it'll be perfect for bringing in fresh flowers, bringing in some fresh plants, maybe even a tree in here. But the biggest thing, I'm gonna add window treatment panels in here too. I've wanted to since the day I got here, and now the time has come. So I'm gonna add white linen window treatment panels that are sheer in nature, still keeping the shades, because these are perfect. When people are staying the night, this is great for pretty much room darkening all the way around. But you add panels here, you open those shades over there, and then I'll do panels on this wall as well. I think that's gonna add a lot to this room. So that's my plan for this room. I think it's gonna look great. And I'll also keep the rug that I have, the furniture that I have, just art and accessories and a few ready-made window treatment panels. Super inexpensive and very easy to do in one day. Welcome to my pistachio mint chip bathroom. I'm telling you guys, from the very first moment I saw this bathroom, I knew when I moved in, if I bought this house, it was gonna be the first thing I changed. Turns out it wasn't. But I also knew that I didn't like it. I never have liked it. I tried to use what I had and, you know, kind of create some things here in the time being. But you know, when Christmas came around after the new year, I was like, okay, 2022, this is the year. I'm going to renovate the guest bathroom. I designed it the way I wanted it. And trust me, it turned out fabulous. If you want to see, there is an entire session on the design sessions just on this bathroom and all the phases of design that I went through that I was going to design it, so you can go there and watch it on the design sessions. But I looked at this thing and the bid came back. You know how much the bid was for to change this, I don't know, 9x8 bathroom? $100,000. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. What? So I was like, oh my gosh, met with the contractor, I redesigned it and came up with another design that's way, 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 way less cool. And it was still $50,000. And that is when I went, okay, I will never get that money out of this. If I do this to this bathroom, even at $50,000, I'm not gonna get my money back out of it when I sell it. However, what could I do in this bathroom that's gonna make me not hate it so much? Well, I've got some ideas and plans. In fact, when you come back to see this aspect of spring updating your guest bathroom or any bathroom, I'm gonna show it to you in a way I love to do, and that is on 3 different budgets. I'm gonna show you 3 ways, a really low budget, a medium budget, and one that's got a little bit more substance to it, what you can do to make a difference. It may not be your dream bathroom with your fabulous tile and marble you've always wanted, but it is gonna be a heck of a lot better than this. So come back and watch that video because I think you're gonna love it. Well, according to my sheet here, my spreadsheet, I have come up with some ideas, things that I can do in my master retreat area. Now, again, if you saw the Using What You Have videos, you saw that I already redid my bedroom. There are some things I want to do in here, but not just yet. I can live with it the way it is. And by the way, those are paper shades. Yes. Accordion pleated, Amazon, $1.50 shades. Those are going to be Lutron one day. It's all in good timing. But there are 2 areas that I want to address in here that I came up with, ways that I can update. One of them is my master bathroom, believe it or not, and the other one is in my closet. Where do you want me to start? Stop the video, leave a comment. Fred, did you leave a comment? Stop the video and leave a comment. Okay, let me read what you wrote. You guys want to see the bathroom first. All right, let's go do it. You should, if you haven't seen the series on using what you have, because I keep referring to it through this entire video, because it's where I am right now. It's not where I started, but if you want to see what this bathroom looked like before where I started and then where it is now, it's been a huge improvement, I have to say. But I still think I could do something better, something more. I think this bathroom is actually very nice. 25, 30 years ago, someone spent a lot of money putting in all this real marble, solid slabs on this jacuzzi tub. I mean, so much marble, but they made a couple of mistakes, in my opinion. One of them was this shower. It's that the glass doesn't go to the ceiling, and it's got these very strange rounded tension bars is what they look like. I don't think they're tension, I think they're solid, but I don't like them. This bathroom, to a lot of people, they would think this was perfectly fine, but I have a major, huge problem with it, and it is a principal problem. It's a principle that I teach on the design sessions. Everyone who's a member of the design sessions will tell you Rebecca is obsessed with flow. This bathroom has flow this way, but it doesn't have flow this way. All this money, and to stop the stone early, ay, ay, ay. If you're building a house or you're redoing a bathroom, whatever you do, take your stone to the ceiling, as long as it's not a taller than 10-foot ceiling. So I have a plan, and I want you to come back and see, because I am going to faux finish the exterior edge all the way around this room to look like marble. All right, so my closet. I'm so excited about what I'm gonna do in here, you guys. Okay, how much do I tell you? Or do I just make you come back and see it? Okay, I'll tell you a little bit. First off, look at this. You seen this? This is peach marble. I'm sure there's a great name for it somewhere. I am not a peach or pink marble person, never have been. But there's something that, in my opinion, is so ugly about it that it's kind of beautiful. Does that make sense? So rather than throw the baby out with the bathwater, yank this puppy out and stick a piece of IKEA furniture here, this is a custom-made dresser. What can I do to make it look better? Not invest a lot of money, but just really make an update in this closet. Well, first off, I could redo my clothes. I could take all of my winter clothes out, because I do have a wardrobe room. I know, isn't that nice? Take those out, bring all my summer clothes in, use all new hangers. I have black hangers in here, dark, dark, dark. I could get white hangers. Then I could use this wall and make it much more effective for my belt. So I could put scarves up there. And you know what I really want? Have you seen my glasses collection? These are not a joke. Every one of these glasses is prescription. Not only prescription, they are progressive, meaning on the bottom you can read. As it goes up, you can see things normal, and as it goes up like this, like you're going like this, you can see far away. It means when you're in your car, you can look down and see the speedometer and look up and see the distance, and you're not getting a migraine headache because you tried to do this with your readers on. Oh my gosh, progressives are great. These are sunglasses, these are regular glasses, and they transition. Wouldn't it be cool if I had a great place and a way to display them other than using my countertop? Because countertop space is precious. We want our countertop space. But I got all kinds of wall space in here I could use, so wait till you see what I have in mind. Oh, sorry, that doesn't sound very good, does it? So here's the plan. Keep the dresser, paint it, but this wall right here, from there, around, over, around, an accent color. Georgia peach, baby. Of all the rooms I'm updating, I can't say that there's a favorite, because I think that the differences that I'm going to see in each room is going to be marked, and it's going to be pretty exciting. And I hope it's going to give you all kinds of ideas of things you can do with stuff you already have, or just go to Home Goods, which is what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, and buy all kinds of inexpensive things. Bring them home and see if they fit. If they do, keep them. If they don't, take them back as long as it's within 30 days. It's the best way to shop ever. And come back and see all of these videos, not just all of come back and see this video, because I promise you, I'm even getting excited about what this crazy granite has done to my crazy imagination. And what I have in mind, I think is going to be amazing. So wish me luck. That's a lot of work, isn't it? You take each one of these rooms individually, and it's pretty much a project a day, other than outside painters or things like that. But accessorizing, changing out rugs or pillows, that can easily be done in one day. So it's not a lot individually, but collectively, it's a lot. So thank you for being patient with us to make these videos, do the work here in my house, and get them out to you guys. But between now and then, I would highly recommend you go and watch the series called Using What You Have. It'll get your palette wet for what's to come. So I told you in the beginning of the video that I would explain to you a little bit more about my decision on the rooms that I'm doing and why I'm doing them the way I am. You know, I love this house. And this whole video series that we've done is, you know, Rebecca's designing her dream home, right? And I have considered this my dream home. I actually have considered this my forever home. But it's become increasingly more obvious to me with time, the longer I live here, that I don't think I can live here forever. And the reason I say that is because I have 2 flights of stairs to climb over and over again every single day. At this age, I can do that easily, but I'm not going to be this age forever. And as I began to contemplate more and more of the renovations I wanted to do in my home and then get the cost of those back, it was like ridiculously expensive. And I thought, I mean, I either have to die here because no one is going to pay for this house. No one's going to pay for this house what I put into it because I was indulging myself to get it the way I wanted it. So I decided, you know what? I need to start thinking differently. Maybe I do need to look for a house with a master bedroom on the main floor. There could still be guest rooms upstairs for when my kids come, but I need a bedroom on the main floor, and I need a laundry room on the main floor, and a kitchen and a living room, you know. Anyway, that got me starting to think, and I've actually made a pretty exciting decision that I have been waiting and holding off to tell you guys about, and that's this. Guess what? I just bought a piece of property. I know. This is like a dream that I've had all my life. And the fact that I'm at this place in my life, this stage in my life, this season, and that I've been fortunate and I had a successful career that I can afford to do it, I am actually going to build my dream home. One of the things we're also going to do besides showing you all of this stuff to build this house, and of course eventually me moving in, is I'm gonna go camping with my friend Angela, who works for Ken Woven, and her husband Michael, and whoever else wants to come along. They're huge campers. Their idea of camping is completely different than mine, I'm quite sure. We're not just gonna go to, you know, a national state park. We're gonna go camping on my new piece of property. It's undeveloped, and I'm gonna get to feel what it feels like to wake up in the morning and see the sunrise, to go to bed at night and watch the sunset, and to gaze up at the stars all night long. Doesn't that sound like fun? And if I'm good at it and I really visualize, I probably won't even pay any attention to the snakes and the raccoons and the bobcats that are probably going to be surrounding me at the time. So isn't that great news? I hope you're as excited about it as I am. Just know that we're going to be talking about it. I'm going to be talking about it, doing videos on it, showing you the design, everything as we go along through the project, but I'm super excited. Will I miss this house? Yes, but I will tell you this, you know, the purchasing land, designing the lot, building the house, that's about a 3-year process. So I will be here for 3 more years, 3 more Christmases, 3 more summers in the pool. So yeah, I still have to do all these updates because 3 years is a long time. Where were you 3 years ago? Stop right now and ask yourself, where was I 3 years ago? And ask yourself, wasn't that a long time ago? Hasn't a lot happened in between there? I need to live in a beautiful home, at least during that time. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, thanks guys. Come back when we upload all these videos. Go watch the using what you have. Watch whatever you want. Watch some of our Christmas videos. Just watch Ken Woven or go to my daughter's channel. Go to Ken Woven Home. Cheryl's got all kinds of great projects, especially if you are a young mother or you have young children. She's doing a whole series on how to decorate your home in a kid-friendly way, and yet it'd be beautiful. Remember to follow me on Instagram and watch my stories, read my feed. My feed is full of interior design tips, principles. It's like jam-packed. The design sessions are the place if you want to grow and you want to learn everything you can about interior design. Invest $10 a month on a subscription-based model on our app, the Design Sessions app, and I promise you it'll be the cheapest interior design education you can get anywhere, and it will be the most impactful. I guarantee it. What's the last thing? Subscribe! Woohoo! Okay, I'm done with all of the commercials. If you're still watching after all this time, you probably already are a subscriber, and guess what? I love you. Okay, bye-bye.